If you got the link as well.
Yep, I got it.
Okay. So it's Doom the Spider Queen. We should be expecting bans on heroes with a strong either solo lane presence or dual wave clear like Zul and Sagara. We do see Team Binfused ban Sagara quite quickly. She's very powerful. She can hold the bot lane easily on her own, push in, demand someone to pay attention to her. She gives vision around the objective, so solid ban. Now if I'm Infused, they're likely to ban something like a Zul or maybe a Kerrigan. It is one of Kerrigan's stronger maps. We'll see what they pick. And they ban the Sylvanas, also a pretty strong pick on this map. She does of course disable the towers to help the objective push. I would like to see Binfused pick up the Zul early. If he's played well, they can definitely get a lot of value from it. And already going with the Oriole first pick.
Interesting.
It is interesting. Sylvanas and Sagara are both pretty good energy generators, so Fel Infused may want to consider picking up a Lunara now. Definitely one of the stronger heroes, and they pick up a Kerrigan. And I do apologize for the contest overlay popping up. There, I am not controlling that. There we go. They pick up Kerrigan ETC. Team Bin has very strong ganking potential. They'll probably try to just snowball the early game with the Kerrigan. I would be confused if they don't pick Lunara now. They don't pick Lunara. At least not yet. They're considering the Muradin. Pretty strong all-around hero, decent into Kerrigan. Can of course interrupt the Mosh. They've got 3 interrupts from Mosh now. I think Fel Infused should ban Lunara now. It's definitely a very potent combo with the Oriole. We'll see what they consider. Binfused is in a position to ban Uther. Would be a very solid ban. They've already got their healer. Divine Shield and Kerrigan to allow her to build shields, or on the ETC to make his Marsh unstoppable. It's very strong. So I do expect them to ban that hero out. Fel Infused is taking that they ban the Zul, which leaves Lunara open, and they do ban the Uther. Okay, I like this from Team Binfused. They've got a good amount of options left. They'll probably want to pick up someone like a Thrall, a good solo laner to hold the bot lane. The Fel Infused are probably looking to pick up a ranged assassin now. Now that Uther has been isolated, I don't think they need to prioritize a second healer, or I mean a healer. I think they can keep that for the last pick. They go with the Falstad, very solid hero. Can usually never go wrong. I'm getting... Oh, I'm using one of the pick links. I do apologize. I think I'm on Fel Infused. Oh, I'm using Team Binfused pick. I should be able to fix this quickly. Copy link. We're taking, yeah, there's a Thrall as expected. Very solid to hold the solo lane. Fel Infused picked up the Jaina meanwhile while I was trying to sort out the issues. I'll be swapping links now.
Production value.
Okay. Yeah, production value is real. Not entirely sure where to put this now. I mean, I'm not entirely sure why Binfused is hesitating right now. Lunara would be just a very solid pick, very consistent damage. They've got the burst, they've got the solo laner. They need someone to give Oriole the energy regen, otherwise she's not the greatest healer. Especially when she has to deal with the burst that Kerrigan and Jaina can bring. It could
Do you
be
like a
considered.
double support here?
Um,
They-
they could consider going with a Brightwing, but at that point, I'm really curious why they'd go Oriole in the first place. Like, Brightwing is great for the polymorph on the Kerrigan, or potentially on the ETC, and they go with the Grey main. They're playing a very aggressive style into the Kerrigan. And the Rhaegar being offered for Infused. I'm not entirely sure I like this draft from Binfused. It's pretty solid. There's definitely strong heroes, and if Oriole manages the crown well, like swapping it from Greymane to Li Ming when Li Ming does her burst, I think she should have enough energy to be the solo healer. But I'm really confused about the Lunara not being picked up. And Rhaegar is pretty much... I think Rhaegar is the best healer they Infused could have picked, now due to his band. Well, will be...
I guess maybe they thought Lunara might be too easily picked off, maybe by Falstad and Kerrigan. Certainly if ETC then roams around with them.
You have to be louder according to McDino, which I will try to do. Maybe I'll lower myself a bit. Navasti. Okay, Kerry Barlow gave me a friend's request, so I'm just waiting for the lobby invite. So I feel like both teams kind of neglected the map in their decision making, where Infused probably did the best job of drafting around the map specifically. They sort of lack a solo laner against Thrall, so I would expect Falstad to be the solo laner, because you really want the Jaina follow up on the ETC Kerrigan combos. And both teams seem to be really keen to just team fight this one out. Okay, we should be moving into the lobby pretty soon. In terms of the wave clear for the rotation, Team Binfused isn't too bad if Li Ming goes a teleport build. Otherwise, Greymane has to be in a pretty aggressive position to clear the waves quickly. At the same time, Infused should have a pretty easy time with the Rhaegar shields, the Lightning Shield, Jaina's combos. Kerrigan obviously off the level 4 is a very easy time clearing waves. Okay, Aperture should be louder now. And we do have the invite to the custom game. And I'll invite Aperture as well.
Yay. Oh, currently I'm fighting on team 2, so
yeah, that will be fixed soon. Let me just make sure I've got the game view on. I hope I've got the right size for Infused and Infused. No, I have to fix the audio issues here as well. Add game capture, Heroes of the Storm. Scale it up a bit because I'm 4K. I'm cool like that. And then move it down. We should be good to go. And we are both ready.
yeah, already.
So just waiting for the players to get the game started then. Okay, I'm on the team, okay. quickly make sure. Oh, the op should be in here. Okay. Dino is giving me feedback. Echo, yeah, echo should be fixed. It's just something that's set up in the scenes. I'll remove that as we go. Ready. And we'll hop into game number 1 between Infused and Team Binfused. I hope you do enjoy our casting. It is our first try at it, so don't be too harsh on us. We will try.
Always good to have zero experience.
Let's see. Gary Barlow is on the left, which means Team Binfused is on the left, which is correct. Ah, I did well for once. That feels good, man. I do need to check my cheat sheet. Okay. I'm wondering if either team is going to commit to the early game team fight on mid. It seems like Infused would have a slight edge here with the Kerrigan combos. If one player from them overextends, it could end up badly. So I'll be introducing the team on the left side. It's Team Binfused with Gary Barlow playing the Grey main. Daniel, I should zoom in for this because I'm pretty blind, playing the Oriole, Nicaris on the Muradin, Artis OP on the Li Ming, and Ekid Flux on the Thrall. If you would be so kind to introduce the teams on the right hand side.
And for the right hand side we have Namo Lanya on Kerrigan, Kalasin on Falstad, ALX23 on Jaina, AKA on Rhaegar, and Gromsh on ETC.
Now I forget how to unselect these things. There we go. We do see both teams kind of poking at each other in the mid lane. Not doing too much here. Neither team really fully committing. Kerrigan tries to go
Kerrigan
in.
getting bursted heavily. He's just getting out there. Very good heal from Rhaegar there.
Very nicely done. And on the side of talents, we don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Muradin stun. Oh, Kerrigan going super. Whoa, just misses the stun from Muradin there. Wow.
Very
That was so close for Kerrigan.
Both teams seem to be splitting off now. Falstad, as expecting, is moving to the bot lane. Being joined by Oriole Greyman, actually, trying to do a 2-1-2. Which is a unique set. Oh, Oriole is moving up in the rotation. So for the level 1 talents we see pretty standard picks. Kerrigan actually taking the sharpened blades just for that extra bit of burst, bit of heal. Rhaegar going for the wolf run, which does surprise me on this small map, but it might just be player preference. Obviously Muradin going for block. Ooh, we do see
Rhaegar taking a lot of damage.
Skirmish is happening. But it does seem they're missing soak in this lane. Both teams giving up one lane of soak, but Jaina is coming to rotate and so is Greymane. So far it seems to be going pretty even, both teams roughly equal in XP, roughly equal in gems. Just duking it out in the lanes. Falstad forced to tap there.
Oh,
Ooh.
Big stun from Muradin there on Kerrigan. Is she gonna get out? Wow.
Very nice interrupt by ETC, securing the blizzards from Jaina. They took heavy damage there. Jaina is low on mana, she may have to tap sooner or go back.
Li Ming looking for a pick there with her orbs.
I'm getting
Just misses.
messages. Oh, game sounds have to be louder, which can be done. Master volume going up. I do apologize for the late change there. Level 4 talents being reached for both teams.
Oh, Kerrigan getting picked off
Kerrigan.
there.
Very well played. Gary Barlow trying to turn in some gems.
Just succeeds before ETC.
ETC trying as well, getting interrupted. Are they gonna put the Meridian down there? But oh, and Grayman is able to interrupt.
Oh, the stun from Oriole just lands. Will they be able to get him? Just about, apparently.
Very well played, but I think they got most of the gems safe there.
That was a beautiful stun from Oriole there. And oh, Jaina getting hit by Thrall and getting picked off by Thrall up in the top lane. Kerrigan also falling low.
Backing now. And we see Binfused getting a small XP lead. Level 4 tellers are all pretty standard as well. Hammer gains for the fall stat. Frost armor is not something we see often for a Jaina. It makes sense.
Valsa getting stunned again. Is he going to go down? He just misses the Q there from Greymane. He'll just get away safely.
Very nice. And we will probably see the first Web Weaver wave coming from Team Binfused. They're about to hit level 7 and are in a pretty decent position to push. Mid lane is already out of ammo. Top is quite healthy still, so is bottom. And Fawcett is flying back in to get the soak. They're probably just trying to even up in XP now. And Greyman getting the turn in on bottom. And Binfused is gonna get the first Web Weaver wave. How are they gonna approach this one?
Oh, Oriole getting hit by all the stuns from ETC. All just from getting blown up there.
Fawcett is still soaking the speed in the bottom lane and both teams are on level 7 now. You see Cleanse come out from Rhaegar. Nothing really out of the ordinary here.
Oh, Kerrigan also falling low, gets cleansed there by Rhaegar. Oh, again gets hit by all the Li Ming volleyballs.
Yeah, it seems to be the story of the game. Kerrigan that goes in but gets low and doesn't confirm the kill. And Binfused is playing perfectly into it. Mid is getting pushed pretty hard. Meanwhile, Fawcett cleared the bottom one. Top is still at half health. I'd say
Yeah,
I'd expect them to get the fort now and leave. Ooh.
Oh, good stun there by Kerrigan and ETC. Will they be able to pick off Greymane? No, just about gets out of there.
No, and they safely. Oh, but Meridian goes in. No, they back off safely. Meanwhile, top took down the front wall. Got about half the fort of value. They only got down the middle fort. Still a tower standing. But they've gained nearly a full level lead. Very solid.
Rhaegar and Kerrigan looking to pay in, I think, here. Kerrigan goes out to clear, Rhaegar then pays in his 27.
I'm getting told the game volume should be a bit louder. Which we'll do now. Should probably close the talent tab once in a while. And currently we see Li Ming way ahead of Jaina in terms of damage. 26k versus 18. Being played very solidly. Greymane is very low actually, but it's to be expected if you are diving as he is.
Oh, Kerrigan getting ganked here by Thrall, Greymane and Muradin.
Secure the kill very nicely. But meanwhile Li Ming got picked off at the bottom turn, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. But Binfused is about to hit level 10. It's going to be
Infused sneak the turn in.
It's going to be very difficult now for Infused to get much value. Ooh, but ETC gets caught out.
Just power slides out there.
We see the level 10s being picked up for Team Binfused.
Alstad a little bit overextended here. Gets stunned by Oriole and destroyed by Greymane.
This is a very unfortunate position. Binfused should just be able to mop up the minion waves now. They're all, except bot, they're all pretty far in the lane. Mid is already dying, bot is going down fast. And I don't think top is gonna get much value at all. Ooh, Li Ming may overextend there.
Oh,
she gets comboed.
Just lands.
Very well played. And Infused hits level 10 now. No surprises here. Mosh Pit, Maelstrom, Gust. All the good stuff coming out.
Oh, Muradin getting... Oh, down goes the Sunder. Isolates ETC. The Gust has been used. No kills as of yet. Oh, the Ancestral on Falstad saving him. Muradin trying to stun, hits the stun, but no follow-up there. Oh, they're looking to re-engage, but I think this is a bit of a mistake. Thrall gets overextended and picked off. We have Greymane trying to get some damage in, and Kerrigan. The Mosh goes down, stunned Greymane. Oh, nice interrupt there by Oriel. And there goes the fight. That was 1-0.
The thought process may have been...
Kerrigan getting stunned again. Picked off by Greymane.
And
Now 1-1.
very aggressive, and I think the Observer block is still going on with the death announcements being a bit delayed. Oh, and Team Binfused turning in a lot of gems now. Yeah, that team fight, Binfused shouldn't have engaged. They had one ult more. They may have been in a slightly decent position, but there's so much counter initiate, and I think Gust was still up to save them, so bit of a odd decision. Muradin sneaking in the final gems required for the turn in.
I think we'll probably see the top 4 fall here, but
It's very likely. It's also, I expect them to hit level 13 during this push, especially if the top 4 gets blown down quickly.
it's like
Which
they're
would
all
be-
making the bot rotation.
Ooh.
Oh, Oriel getting stunned, the Ring of Frost going down, the Crystal Aegis just saving her, but she still gets blown up by Falstad at the end there.
This is very unfortunate for them. Trying to stall a
Falstad
bit.
getting
Now-
stunned and rooted, and Greymane, the cleanse came in just a second too late there by Rhaegar. The Ancestral going down on Kerrigan just keeps her alive there, and the Sunder goes down for a disengage.
So well played. They went 1-for-1. They're a talent here ahead now. Mid and top are both still fairly healthy and are going to threaten keep wall. Should see them backing off. And that's exactly what they do. Greymane harving back. It's a 3v4 right now.
Infused just
And-
looking to poke, I think, here.
Yeah, they're not committing. They're trying to get a bit of more XP, taking down these gates, making sure they don't stock up on ammo again.
Yeah.
Currently, Infused has 43 gems, which is pretty good. But Binfused isn't far away from a turn either, and they're trying to get the pot fort down. We
I think
should
they're a second too late since... Oh
rotation.
no, Infused go for the camp instead, leaving this
No.
bottom 4 uncontested.
Say odd decision.
Balls.
I would have expected them to defend the fort. They were on equal talent tiers.
Yeah,
Guess
I think
they-
they would be in a good position there to
Yeah.
contest it.
The fort's still at ammo. I think Binfused would have just backed off if they were opposed. And this camp is gonna have no value because Binfused can just rotate mid.
Oh, Muradin low out of position, just about Dwarf Toss is out there.
Meanwhile, Infused trying to sneak in the turn in. And ooh, Rhaegar barely fails.
Oh, Li Ming hits
Oh,
Falstad
again.
pretty heavily there. Oh, the stun goes down on Rhaegar, but the Wolf just misses him there, so he wasn't rooted.
I'm not sure what Infused is planning to do right now. I think they should just try and get safe soak bot. Make sure they hit 16 early. And try to pick a fight then, get a turn in then. That
Muradin
point.
a little bit overextended there, but... Oh, the stun goes down on Kerrigan, just was that. Ring of Frost has been used, as is Avatar now. No one from Binfused is going to engage. ETC now very overextended after the power slide. Oh, the marsh pit goes down, gets interrupted by Oriel. Blizzard goes down, Muradin jumps back in. I think we're going to try and engage here. Kerrigan then... Wow, Kerrigan gets blown up by Greymane there. ETC gets...
Ancestral
the Sunder
misses
just
the
saved
target.
ETC. Ancestral missed and Sunder just pushed ETC out of there.
they got a kill now, you should expect them to snag some gems up, get the 16, start pushing. They're not in a position to do boss right now. You do see them trying to snipe the tower. Greymane meanwhile getting the gems from bot lane. Might even catch this wave. And yeah, the rest of the team is gonna soak top. Very good play from Team Binfused. Knowing the situation they're in, knowing it's their game to lose at this point.
Binfused sees an opportunity with Greymane there. Although no, they go for a turn. Oh right, yes, they go for a turn first.
This isn't quite turning yet. If they are stopped, Greymane in a pretty dangerous position. And Binfused does manage to sneak the turn in. Oh, there is a boss. Let's inform.
Yeah, it looks like a DC. There, Muradin has apparently left.
Okay. So while we wait, we can take some time to go over the talents. A 16 was just hit for Team Binfused. We see Alpha Killer come out for the Greymane. You'll stream all tap DC. Nice. Which is pretty... It's a solid pick. I'm a bit confused. I wouldn't really expect to see Alpha Killer here. They don't have the beefiest of tanks. That said, it does add a lot of burst, so if they want to counter initiate, okay, they're ready. Just do a countdown. Muradin, who just disconnected, is gonna pick his talent any moment now, and he goes for the stone form for the additional sustain, which is a choice I do like. Infused weapon respawning now, however, their lanes are very pushed in, respawning very close to their keeps. Infused recognizing this, making the rotation to bot. We may even engage.
Muradin jumping in, Ring of Frost goes out, Jaina getting blown up, just hitting Ring of Frost. ETC now massively stuck in this horrible position for ETC there.
Very well
played. 2 for none.
Fawcett was still on the top lane. They were in a 4v1 situation, no disengage from the Gust, so the Infused capitalized on it. And they got their money worth, and now the bot wave is getting absolutely no value. Mid is getting cleared quickly as well. Whitecat doesn't even get the blast off. Top took down.
Top one won't get much. Yeah.
And they're in a 2-level lead now. Talent tier behind. The Infused is really taking control of this match. And we just see it happening all the time. Kerrigan dives in, she gets blown up, ETC goes for the mosh, there's so many interrupts, Oriole is always well positioned, trying to interrupt the mosh pit. And now they're in a great position to do a minion wave. Lanes are somewhat pushed on mid.
Crystal Aegis going down, just keeping her. Wow, the Crystal Aegis explosion killing Kerrigan there. Oh, the massive damage from Leeming and Thrall Sunder just finishing off Thrall. Looks like Infused are gonna have to back up. Yeah, they're safely disengaging behind their keep. It's not a good position in the slightest.
Yeah. Infused should recognize now, back off, try and soak some XP where you can, try and get to 16. You're not gonna make anything happen right now in a 3v5.
ETC seemingly trying to hit Oriole. Loses a lot of health in the process.
Mid keep gets completely destroyed. Top weapon wave still pretty healthy, reaching the gate now. We see both teams posturing at mid.
ETC diving back in. No follow up from there.
Their team doesn't seem to be on exactly the same page when they should and should not engage.
Looks like Binfused is going to try for the top keep, whereas Rhaegar stays bot to deal with the bottom web weaver. All web weavers are now gone.
Pretty quickly. I don't think Binfused needs to take a fight here. They can just sit back now, wait till they hit 20, maybe pick a fight, maybe fake the boss, try to contest the boss. Top keep is getting pretty low now, so it's gonna get decent value if we see them making a rotation to the camp. While Fel Infused keeps check of the turn-ins, making sure they don't get more gems turned in. He's probably trying to get a pick now. Then is gonna start the bot camp. And at this point, Binfused is just keeping the pressure on, making sure the lanes are pushed, keeping the vision everywhere so they don't get ganked.
Master taking a lot of damage there.
Yeah, Li Ming is hitting great combos. You can see she's at 60k damage right now, very impressive. More than 2 levels behind now. 20 is not too far away. We see Binfused just safely soaking the lanes, trying to get the XP.
ETC looking to try and get a kill here. Oh, Kerrigan's jump just landed on Li Ming. Sunder to disengage to keep Li Ming alive. Li Ming just... oh no, wait, Kerrigan's jump, but she doesn't have the rest of the combo to follow up with that. ETC a little bit overextended, gets picked off by Li Ming's orb. Murden jumping in, and the Gus to disengage.
Very safe. Again, Kerrigan didn't manage to confirm the kill. And they recognize now they don't have a tank. Gust has been used, it's safe to go boss now. They don't even need the level 20 anymore. They're gonna hit it as the boss pushes.
There's
Very
no
well
threat
played.
to boss here.
We see them up. Are they gonna start? Kerrigan starting the Bruiser camp. I do think she should be moving back to defend this. If they get a pick off here again, it might be game. And we see level 20 hit, 14 Binfused. Tooth and Claw, Greymane going very ham. Shield of Hope for the Oriole, nice pickup. Pardon shield standard for
makes the jump. Takes a lot of damage from Jaina and Falson, actually losing almost half of his health.
Thrall did not take Bottles of Storm, so he's showing disrespect to the Kerrigan.
And Stone Skin. I think he's trying to kill ETC, gets pushed back.
I think Binfused should have moved on the core there. There was no, even if they wiped, no risk of them even getting contested. All their forts are still up, lanes are pushed. But we still see the core dropping heavily to the catapults. 47% left. It could have been game. When they sneak in the camp, it hadn't been picked up by the Kerrigan yet. Very nice. Keeping up the pressure. And again, they're so close to another turn-in. Sneaking them in top. And Fel Infused just seems sort of lost on the map right now. No, nowhere is safe anymore. They only have the bot keep left.
Oh, Infused looking to try and gank here, but without Falsa, I don't think it's the best idea. ETC dives in, they're trying to go on Oriole. They're all taking a lot of damage. Crystal Aegis goes down, takes out Kerrigan again. I think that's 2 kills so far that's gotten. A massive wave of force there by Li Ming. She teleports out safely.
The shield
They're
of
looking to engage again. I think so. Gus is used to push Li Ming away, but Muradin jumps back in. And to stun on Rhaegar. Is Thrall ready to follow up? No, he's just out of range for his Elemental Wolf. I think they're looking to try and finish the core here, but it'd be very risky at the moment with 4. They should probably wait just a second for the minions. Li Ming falling really low to ETC, but there's no follow-up there.
should be safe now to end.
Yeah, so with everyone pulling back. And
Only, yeah.
Yes.
And
And
Team
that's game.
Binfused takes the
Binfused.
first game. Very well played. And according to my notes, Undraft is starting. Infused is the first pick. I'm curious now, are they gonna get the Kerrigan again? Very strong pick on this map, obviously, with the Q build. Falls also usually highly contested, very powerful with the global soak. Lots of tight corridors to gust in. Shakara, some teams Like to play Zagara on this map, it can provide a lot of value. They do actually ban the Zagara, which leaves them open Falstad or Kerrigan. Sylvanas banned, obviously very strong pick on this map. Not really sure why that one slipped my mind. So what are they gonna go for? Would they still feel confident playing the Kerrigan after she got picked off so many times last game? I don't, and they're going for the Zul. Now what we should expect to see here is Zul rotating 2 of the lanes that the objective is not in if it spawns on either end of the map. Trying to get the early XP advantage, trying to get the push going while the Punishers are still weak, snowballing the XP advantage. Binfused looking to pick up the Oriole again. Did pay off for them in the last match. Seems like a good pickup. I like it. I do hope they draft someone with a bit stronger energy regen this time. Especially against Zul, you can really capitalize on the fact that Zul's late game is quite weak with a Lunara who scales very well into the late game. They pick up the ETC. It's not a bad decision. I'm not really sure why they would pick up the tank now. Maybe a comfort pick for them, but it shouldn't be that high priority when there's still picks like Kerrigan and Falstad and Lunara open. It's Infused, they've basically got so many options to pick now. They might be afraid of getting Sport Choke again, but I think they'd be happy with anything. And Ninetales, thank you for spending your precious points on the VIP. Do appreciate it. I'll chill with you in the VIP lounge when I get the chance. Go to Li Ming. It's a odd pickup. It's not Li Ming's best map. The minions obviously block a lot of the skill shots. She doesn't get the most value here. I think both teams are sort of neglecting the map objective again. Both first bands seem quite tailored to it, but now the picks are sort of odd. When we see Felonius go for the Johannes, they're probably gonna try and get a very strong 4-band rotation. Going with the Zul, trying to pressure lanes hard. They've got far superior wave clear right now. And a ban I could see coming out from Binfused would be Morales. If they go with the Rhaegar, still a strong healer. We see Morales Johanna be played quite often in Division 4 actually. And Infused taking out the option of Kerrigan ETC, it's very, very smart. When you realize you've got the superior rotation, you don't want to be suddenly caught in a push if Johanna fails to check anything. And Infused goes with from within, very heavy front line. What do you think of this Aperture?
Looks pretty solid. I mean, generally these are solid picks, but apart from Johanna, there's not many map-specific ones.
Yeah, Zul is obviously tailored to the map as well. Good shrine clear,
yeah, so
good XP soak. They pick up the Tychus. I like the decision. Double front line and a Thrall. They're gonna bully them off quite hard. And Brightwing, very strong pickup I think. They've got the passive. They don't have the highest amount of burst damage, so Brightwing should be able to keep the team topped off pretty consistently through the poke. Sergeant Hammer.
It's boom time. It's perfect.
Interesting. Obviously, very big front line for Hammer to hide behind. This may be the strategy. Poke them down, get them down with that sweet Raynor 2.0 that is Sergeant Hammer right now. I'm curious how they will play it. Again, they seem sort of like the team comp to be built around the map. Or it's not really in response to the enemy team either, but I can see how this would work. I would have preferred to see maybe a Sonya. She's a bit stronger on this map. And Thrall as a melee assassin, good shrine control, good clear. We are moving into the lobby. Getting Aperture in as well. And swapping to the game. Let's see if I can do it properly this time. There we are. Yeah, I think good pickups from both teams. Surprised to see picks like Kerrigan and Lunara being completely neglected. Kerrigan being in the second ban phase on our best map. It's a bit odd. But you know, they may be able to play this comp very well. Maybe one of their pocket strategies. Bringing out the hammer. I like it. You do see a sweet master skin for Zool. Monarch Brightwing, Centurion Johanna. Pretty nice. Oh, Master Leeming as well, and Tychus is sort of letting his team down here with the default skin. I am expecting...
It's about damn time that we see default Tychus.
Yeah, you know, Prisoner Skin showing off the app. Speaking of skins, do make sure to join in our giveaway. Chef Stitch is offered to us generously by Blizzard to support Heroes Lounge. Make sure to type !ticket and the amount of tickets you want to buy. We'll all have a nice time. The match is starting. So, welcome to Game 2 of Team Binfused versus Infused. And I think the overlay is still correct because Binfused is on the left. Nice. I like this. I do dislike the lack of portrait coordination. It's a bit lacking in Division 4, it seems. It might just be a meme in our division. But yeah. The Master Elarac on the Oriel clearly likes to go ham, and we did see it. Some pretty beautiful interrupts coming out from the Oriel in game 1. So, I expect Binfused to be pretty static in lanes. They don't have superior wave clear, so I sort of think it would be best to leave Johanna. Oh wait, no, Johanna's on their side. To leave Herbert in one lane, Flo in the other, and sort of decide where you want to split your resources for the other heroes. I'll introduce the team on the left now, as I realize I am hearing absolutely no sound. There we go. Should be fixed now. I do apologize. Of course are up. And let's check the picks. Artis OP on the Surgent Hammer, Carry Barlow on the ETC, Daniel again on the Oriel, Eckert Flux on the Thrall, and the Carrigan on the Muradin. And Aperture, if you would be so kind to introduce them on the right hand side.
For the right hand side we have Namo Lanya on Zul, Callison on Li Ming, ALX23 on Tychus, AKA on Brightwing, and Gromsh on Johanna.
And we see Infused trying to block the minion wave here, making sure theirs arrives a bit later, which is smart. They don't want to overextend the lane, they just want to clear it and move on to the next one. For level 1 talents, again, nothing really out of the ordinary. We see Zul move in with Backlash. I would have expected Shade against such a heavy auto attack composition. That seems pretty standard. Brightwing going with a Q with a trade build.
Tychus getting a lot of damage off on ETC there. Just get away because it's probably not enough. Forces him to tap at the fountain.
No, rotation is moving now. They're doing a very proper form in rotation. Johanna making sure no one is getting ganked. She's at the front. Zul's clearing the waves. They have to deal with the minions. And we see Binfused rotate late. You know, Thrall should be able to win this matchup against Li Ming anytime. Just poke with his Q, avoid the big orbs. And Infused playing the rotation game very well.
The mine's just spotting Johanna and slowing her there. Preventing a proper gank there on bottom lane.
And we do actually see the skin game for Infused being a bit lackluster, only 2. They're now both moving up rotating to the shrine. Every team seems to be committing. I would like to see Zul. Yeah, Zul is staying behind, making sure he's getting that dual soak going, pushing in. And the rest of the team seems to be rotating. Brightwing moving in now, not bothering with the soak in the mid lane.
I think it's a bit of an interesting move to take Hammer with them though.
I do understand it. It's their main kill pressure. Like, there's no poke coming out from them, so they either have to dive.
Oh, Tyker's getting really focused top. He's body blocked in. Yeah, there's no chance of him getting out.
Very nice aggressive play coming out from Binfused. This should give them good amount of time. Meanwhile, Zul pushing in the lanes, doing what he does best. You can already see a bit of an advantage being gained in XP. Talents on level 4, all pretty standard as well. We see Inner Rhythm being picked up for Tychus, going for that longer duration, obviously very valuable against such a heavy front line. Drago's assets making sure Zul stays in lane as long as possible. Good pickups all around. The full level lead being gained already for Infused.
Power of Zul. However, the Punisher goes to Infused instead.
We see both bot and mid lane being soaked of ammo right now, and Zul is having a field day, pushing in with his minions. And Infused properly baits in the Punisher, bursting it down quickly, making sure they don't get too much value. Front gate goes down, bit of damage on the fort, while still alive. And I'd say Infused is in a pretty good position right now. They're gonna hit 7 early. I think front gate mid is down. Bot is taking some decent damage as well. All being cut out. But he gets away.
Just about, yeah.
Do we see they chased up the
Zul
lane?
on the other hand seems to... Oh no, wait. You'd see them diving on Tychus. I think they're trying to slow him, he just dashes away. And Johanna's unstoppable, keeps her from getting rooted there. Very well timed abilities there.
We see the minion wave pushing in bot, actually killing the other tower that was left standing. I like this play coming out from Infused. Recognizing their comp strength, using the Zul to full effect. It's easily worth it to give up the early game Punishers.
Thrall trying to play very aggressive on the Tychus there, but just gets pushed back by the grenades.
Yiming actually a decent skirmish going on top, both dropping their health pools a bit. If Muradin does win the trade in the end because of his passive, he just has to stand behind his towers for a bit. Cam's being picked up now for Infused. Are we gonna see Team Infused? They make the invade.
Yeah, big competition here. There's 3v4 at the minute. Brightwing getting heavily focused. Is she going down? Yes, Thrall just smacks her with the hammer and she goes down. Johanna probably has to leave here. She's not going to have any chance of contesting that camp.
Well played by Infused, realizing it's a 3v4, this is a free camp for us. Let's not get down about that level disadvantage. And I would expect Infused to try and delay the shrine a bit so that they might hit 10 during the objective phase. And Infused recognizing it, saying no, we're not going to delay, let's start early, we're here to fight. And it's still a 5v3 as Brightwing is joining. Zul doesn't seem to really give a fuck, he's just staying in the bot lane. And already a sizable lead for Binfused. But 10 is about to hit.
Yeah, I don't think they'll want to engage before 10 certainly.
This is a awkward position for Binfused. They're ahead in the Guardians, but they are fighting into ultimates, which is very risky. We see Trill being picked up for the Tychus. Blink heal for Brightwing, Blessed Shield for Johanna. And Skeletal Mage for the Zul, and of course we see Wave of Force.
Sergeant Hammer sieging up, starting to put some damage on Tychus, gets put back by grenades and forced to unsiege.
Yeah. This is...
Oh, Laser Drill goes down, starts hitting Thrall. Luckily his Wind Fury keeps him from dying there. But that's a Punisher to Fell Infused.
Well played by them. They realized they're behind they were ahead in XP. They got 10, they invaded on the shrine. Binfused did back off, they sent Oriole top lane, soaking, making sure they get 10 when they're defending. And we do see ultimates hit for them now. Much bit for the ETC. No blunt force shenanigans this time for the Hammer, sadly. Hammer actually taking heavy damage.
Just about misses the missiles from Li Ming. Yeah, I'm not sure the Punisher will quite get to the gate and do any damage.
No, but they did get forward. And Fell Infused is in a very good position now. Structurally, they're quite ahead. Fort is down mid. This one is already halfway down. Theirs are still pretty healthy. Top took some damage. It's all fine. We see them picking up the camp now. Meanwhile, Brightwing soaking top, making sure they get that XP lead. They want to get 13 for the next objective.
Rodin jumping back in, probably trying to land a stun, but there's no follow-up there.
Brightwing just enjoying herself in the top lane, slaughtering some innocent minions. And I want to see Binfused recognize now they're behind in XP. They're a full level behind. If the next objective spawns soon, they're not going to be able to contest. Just soak. Don't even do camps, just move to the lanes, get the XP. Don't die, play it safe. Murden is a bit overextended here. He does retreat in time. And we see Binfused making the rotation. Mid lane still going unsoaked. I think they have to defend it.
Potentially see a skirmish. Oh, down goes Iron Skin, EC trying to get a mosh, but unfortunately they're a little bit too split up there, so he didn't hit it. It's like Fire Infused is just going to back up here. And Johanna's still going in on Hammer.
Very odd.
Thrall getting rooted there, a lot of damage going down Thrall. ETC goes in with the mosh on 3 men. There's no follow-up at the minute. No, down goes Li Ming, down goes Tychus. Oh, Brightwing first, now Tychus. And Johanna desperately trying to get away. Just gets hit by Thrall at the end.
Extremely good play by Binfused. They're equal in XP now. Shrine is spawning. They're in such a great position. I think they should be defending mid and then backing, so they're all healthy for the shrine, as Fell Infused will be spawning with full health, full mana. They should be able to get a pretty sizable lead. And Fell Infused, they're not even bothering. They're saying you won that one, we're gonna soak. Or are they gonna commit? I'm sure Zul is on the same page as the rest of his team. I wouldn't expect them to fight a 45 right now, and Hammer is responding to the Zul.
I think maybe he's trying to just get the bot fort down, but since Hammer's here... Oh no, the other 4 members are taking the camp. So yeah, no competition for
this is a
Infused.
very bad call by Fell Infused. Team Binfused is in a great position now. They're already in the lane where the camp is pushing. 4 people are there. It's going to be trivial for them to clear the camp. That's almost a 4-minute cooldown on it. I feel like it's a bit of a waste. Fell Infused didn't realize what they had to do. They just did whatever wasn't colored red on the map.
Yeah.
I did actually see the 13 talents being picked for both teams.
Infused. Not following in on the Punisher. So I'm not sure that even the fort's going to go down.
They're not
They
really...
take out the turret. Oh, Battitude taking out 3 people there, but the knockback from ETC just keeping them all safe.
Yeah. Thrall went to the bot lane, so they weren't in a great position to engage. They only had 1 DPS with them. I understand the decision making coming from Binfused. I just don't think Thrall should have left. They were in a pretty decent position to just take the fort down, make sure they get the extra XP, hit the early 16. And this is nice. They take their bruiser camp, while the rest of the team is bot. They're gonna have to respond, send someone up there.
Oh, Taika's getting picked up. You can see there the dash just saying. Oh, but the Mosh keeps him down. Well, the wave of force from Li Ming just keeps him safe from the Mosh pit there. Taika's still taking a lot of damage, but just about manages to survive there. His resistance from dash, I think, saved him with 25% damage reduction. Very close call there.
Infused not yet responding. Top fort is gonna fall. Don't think Zul's gonna be able to. No, he's not gonna be able to rotate in time.
Oh, but Oriole's landing the stun, keeping them all trapped. There's 2v5 here. Down goes Li Ming. Will Johanna fall? No, she just somehow gets away.
I think Infused has played a great early game, but they aren't realizing where they've got to go in the mid game now. They had a loss, and suddenly they're focused on camps.
You see nearly falling there to Tychus, but just somehow power slides out. Johanna getting a little bit greedy, I think. Overextends and is forced to retreat. I'd really like to see Zul coming down to help with this one.
Oh, shoot. Apologies. There should be a 1 on that screen. I do apologize, the score wasn't updated. Val still top, dealing with Zul's push. Zul already coming down there.
Yeah, I thought he might come down. So it looks like they're going to try and engage. It's currently a 4v5 when Zul approaches. Johanna going in to the Infused, taking a lot of damage for Oriole, keeping him healthy. Best shield goes down on Hammer, but she still survives since there's no follow-up. Johanna a little bit stuck, I think. Just keeps herself alive with Lords of Hope. Sundering goes down, but again the follow-up. Down goes the Drill. Starts doing a lot of damage to Muradin. I think it's a slight mistake. Crystal Age is just saving Thrall, but is it enough? The Mosh goes down. Taika's taking so much damage. Li Ming also taking a lot of damage. Thrall takes too much from Li Ming's orbs. It's currently a 1-for-1. Muradin doing some damage to Johanna. I think both teams are forced to back out a little bit.
Yeah, this guarantees the Punisher for Binfused. They can't quite leave it at 39, that would be too risky, but Gary Barlow should probably tap her back now. Well is still up in bot lane. And again,
it's all going back to the mid.
It.
I think they just need to be a tiny bit more coordinated with their Sunderings and Blessed Shields.
Yeah. Seems like Infused isn't quite on the same page who they're going on. You would expect a Bone Prison and a Polymorph to be quite good setup for the Tychus and Li Ming to burn someone down. Especially because Zul did take amplified damage on level 16, making his Bone Prison cost vulnerable. Right, I like this play from Infused. They're finally being aggressive. It's a 4v4.
A lot of damage going down Muradin. Blessed Shield goes out. Avatar's a little bit early, I think, there.
Yeah.
Stun from Muradin missed. Are they going to go for a fight?
I think they should disengage.
Yeah.
And they do disengage. And meanwhile, skirmish on the top lane. Skeletal Mages has been popped. Top fort goes down. Frog can't quite take down the Zul. Meanwhile, Infused takes the camp. And so does Team Binfused. Zul starting the push camp. Not sure what his thinking here is. Objective won't.
Brighton's coming.
Yeah, objective won't spawn for a bit, so it should be pretty easy to take care of the top camp. That's what we see them
Unless
doing.
they intend on leaving it.
Could be, no. Wouldn't really be smart to leave it because camps do scale every minute, and it would still be at least a minute or two before the next objective spawns, causing you to have a significantly weak camp pushing. And we also did see the shrine spawn on bot, which means the next one is gonna spawn either mid or top.
I know, a little bit overextended, but I'm turning around, not able to do much damage. I think they're going to try and push for an engage here.
Still a 4v5. Thrall is coming though. No, they seem to be backing
Oh,
off.
Hammer a little bit too far. Johanna still sat in the bush there waiting. The Elemental Wolf misses. Oh, Li Ming, however, getting pushed back. The teleport just keeps her out of trouble there. Oh, the Mosh on Brightwing. Is it enough to kill her? Oh, she just dodged the stun from Muradin there. The drill goes down, so much damage going down, fallen ETC. Safety avatar being popped. Crystal H is just keeping Hammer alive, but it's nowhere near enough.
ETC still managed to escape with less than
Losing
200
Hammer.
health. They lost Hammer for the next objective. This is a great position actually for Infused. They can just pick up the shrines now. I would expect them to clear the shrine, leave it at 39, then soak the other waves, or just as they are doing it right now. They're sending Zul. They want to get level 20. And Binfused won't be able to contest this.
Big minion wave still pushing bot.
Both teams should hit level 20 roughly equally with Zul soaking here. Oh, he's harping back. He's going to join the fight.
So Binfused are trying for an engage here. Johanna pulling Thrall out, making sure that the rest of them don't get injured. Muradin and Thrall forced to go back a little bit in the face of Li Ming's magic. Oh, Li Ming hitting stun, but Thrall's not too far away. Can't get it. A lot of damage going down onto Muradin from Tychus, but Oriole just keeps him topped up. Zul and Hammer finally back up in top lane.
Binfused should be backing off. Unless they manage to secure the kill now.
Johanna a little bit. Johanna's still pushing for the aggression. Laser drill goes down on Oriole, a lot of damage going on her. Oh, the Blessed Shield goes down, so does Crystal Aegis, keeps her alive. The Sunder on Johanna. Her Unstoppable goes, the Mosh completely missed. A lot of damage done by the grenade there. And the Punisher moved to full Infused.
Infused was in a great position. They had way more Punishers up. And Binfused just wasted a lot of ults trying to stop it.
The Oriole getting a lot of damage from Tychus there. Avatar's been used there. Avatar getting taken down by Tychus's minigun, absolutely shredded. Bullets always win, apparently. So they're definitely going for the gate. This is probably a keep. Oh, Johanna taking a lot of damage, actually. Her Iron Skin's used just gets melted. ETC also getting destroyed by Tychus. Oriole looking like she's going down, goes down to Tychus as well.
This could very
This
well
is not good.
be game if they escort the minion wave.
This is very likely game unless they choose to back off.
We don't see Archon picked up.
Oh, the Hammer getting hit by the Punisher just gets punched. And down goes Thrall as well. I think this is probably game.
Yeah. GG being called by Binfused. And we will be having a third game. Very nicely played. They looked a bit shaky mid-game, but they really brought it back. Showing that they do know how to play this game. Very nice play coming out from both teams.
Definitely a shout out to that Tychus player for so much damage to the tanks there at the end.
Yeah, he did 72k. It's pretty impressive. Hammer was at 93, but yes, he does a lot of poke as well.
I'll be very disappointed.
We see draft is starting. Well, someone may or may not have tipped someone on Balance of Interest to pick Chen, and we see the Zul ban. Very interesting. On Sky Temple, usually the 4-man rotation, if you try to do it, it's between mid and bot, and it's a pretty big gap to cover, especially since the mount changes. With Zul it would definitely be possible, but I don't think he should be that high priority. So Gara, obviously a strong one. She dominates the bot lane, so she might get a huge amount of value in the first temple phase, just pressuring that bot forward if no one reacts. Sylph can have the same effect. She also amplifies all the boss pushes that are pretty common to see on this map. Usually it's how the game ends. And Infused moving in aggressively with grey material. What are we gonna see from Binfused? Usually against the Grey Material you wanna pick something beefy, like a double front line. I would also like... they can actually ban out the Uther in the next phase. They go for the Oriole again, seems to be a really big comfort pick for them, they really enjoy it. The Ming as well, she did great. I think we should be expecting the Uther ban now. If I remember correctly, Infused played this comp once and they picked up a Kerosene instead of the Uther. While Uther was still open. Let's see if Team Binfused also watched that game and responds to it. And Infused taking their time for the ban right now. I think they should ban the Artis. Artis is a big problem if you go for a dive comp with Greymane. And Team Binfused is quite likely to move into a double tank composition. I don't think they try to play Tychus. Brightwing. Odd choice. The global is valuable here, but you're basically playing Greymane as your melee bruiser. So something like Uther Falstad would still be very great here. They'd have the best support for the Ethereal Greymane comp. We do see the Falstad being selected. Falstad Rainer. Do you think it's possible we see Morales being picked up?
I would love to see Morales.
Basically Greymane is replacing your Tenders for really high structure damage with his Wolf form. They with Medivac, they Fort Rush, they try to get the early level 10. At level 10 they Medivac everyone in on the core. Rainer throws down his Hyperion, Falstad gusts them away when they contest, Tyrael uses his Sanct. I think they may try to cheese this game. And I would be really happy to cast it, because it's really funny to watch. And Binfused can't take the Morales like right now. This is a...
So they need the tank.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure about the Artis anymore. Against this comp they do go the ETC. ETC is also a pretty weird choice if you ask me. They've got 2 interrupts already in the form of Gust and Rainer's Q. Tyrael can obviously Sanct. Can Holy Ground it. All round, Binfused composition looks nice. But I don't think they're responding to Infused all that well. But we see Kerosene, so no Medivac shenanigans coming out anytime soon. Malfurion. There we go, they're just trolling us. It was pretty obvious, they are moving into the Lieutenant Morales and I couldn't be more happy to cast this game. Oh, this is great. Everyone, let's vote. Who wins? Stinky Cheese or straight up team fight? Very interesting. Love that we're going to Sky Temple for this. I do want to mention that Sky Temple is one of the riskier maps to play the strategy on, just because the objective is so powerful. If you fail to execute this early game and you fall behind, you lose the structure advantage you're gonna get and you can't quite core rush anymore. So we're just gonna wait for the invite from Barlow. And I'll switch us over to the game view. And Barlow does accept us. I'll just tell them. Off the draft. It seems Infused is prepared. They are ready to cheese it. Melania seems confused as to what we're talking about. For anyone who hasn't actually seen this type of strategy, I do recommend watching, I think it's the first game of MVP Black versus My Insanity in the fall championship, I want to say, where My Insanity tried to pull this off and MVP Black showed them why it doesn't work on this map. if you play against it correctly. Well then, fight Aperture, late on that. There we go. Let's inform them that the casters are indeed ready. I'm very interested to see how this match is gonna turn out. I love that we're moving on to the cheese. Donna Fedoras has also considered the option. Never been able to draft it. Always got countered. People just dislike the faucet, I guess. So it's usually pretty difficult to pull off. It is important to note that if they hadn't banned Zool in the first rotation, it would be very risky to try this strategy for Infused. Okay. Well, let's remember to up the scores for both teams. It is 1-1. We're moving into game 3 on Sky Temple. And Infused is going to show us the power of cheese. I am interested to see how they're going to make the Greymane work instead of the Artenis. Artenis would have been a dead giveaway. So it's kind of baiting the comp. Artenis is really obvious because he's only picked in this specific strat for his blind ult and for his high damage with amateur opponent. Greymane may fit in, but I wonder if his stalling power is good enough for the defense. So let's enable the map scores and raise both by 1. And I'll introduce the team on the left with Arthas OP again on the Li-Ming, Gary Barlow on the Sylph, Nakaris on ETC, Daniel again on his favorite healer, the Oriole, and Agathax again on the Thrall. He seems to be really enjoying that one. If you'd be so kind to introduce the right side.
Of course. So for Tyrael we have Narmalanya on Falstad, we have Kelsin, ALX23 on Reyna, Bromsh on Greymane, and AKA on Lieutenant Morales.
This is very clever. We instantly see they didn't go for the command of 5 ban because you risk Sylph sniping the tower. This Reyna went bot lane. And instantly they rotate and they aren't able to cap the tower yet.
They even saved the tower.
Talent so far seem pretty normal. We do see paralysis for Sylvanas, even in death. For the Tyrael. Fawcett is moving up, making sure they get the soak. Obviously, soaking is now very critical for Infused. If they mess up on soak, they must mess up their entire strategy. They have to get D levels early. We could even see them trying to like snipe structures during the objective, trying to get the bot fort down. Interested how they will play this map now. See soak being missed here.
I'm curious to see what build Tyrael goes for with even in death.
Even in death is probably like trying to secure the structure damage. If they wipe out the Tyrael, it still deals a couple percent to the core to a keep. So I do understand the pick. Plus it's still like high damage on the blow up if he does die in a team fight. It's not a bad pick in general. Morales, they're still trying to stay bottom. You see the mid temple going over pretty easily. They're trading quite even. Falstad taking quite some damage, but Greymane is moving in to cover for him. And Falstad is tapping now. Meanwhile, Reyna and Sylph are skirmishing it out in the bot lane. Reyna not to be underestimated as a solo laner. Pretty heavy poke. I may have died to him once in scrims. Of course, Fish Inertia will also tell you Reyna bot is OP. And so far, structure's pretty even. Slight advantage for Team Binfused. They're a bit ahead in levels as well. We do see level 4. Sorry that I'm a bit late on the talents here. And for Rhetoric Reforging being picked up for the Tyrael, that's a unique choice there. Updraft, probably for the more aggressive costs.
Reynor taking a lot of damage there from the W and from EC knocking him out of position, but give me more, keeping him alive. Because who doesn't like a bigger adrenaline rush?
Yeah, we do see Reynor going full into that adrenaline rush, keeping himself topped off and making sure he doesn't die while they're cheesing. The rest of the build seems pretty standard. Thrall moving in for a flank on top lane. And he doesn't hit a wolf. And this mid fort is actually taking a decent bit of damage. Can be picked up in the meanwhile for Infused. Everything is pretty even. Level 7 talent's about to hit. And what do we see picked up? Unstable poison is just going for that maximum amount of wave clear, not moving into the bar. Shot, level 7. Graphic link, follow through, pretty standard for both teams. Tyrael, however, going into follow through, very unique choice. Typically you go with reciprocation, which just tends to be a higher value, even single target. This does making a bit more bursty. You know, Greyman actually going into the quest talent for Q, while forgoing the increased length on 4, so not quite sure what his reasoning is behind that pick.
I'm rather curious about the Morales build with Bio Shield at a level 4, especially followed by a Radiate afterwards. Is she just going to try and pocket Tyrael, or maybe Greymane?
Drops. Thrall meanwhile defending top lane.
Oh, Reynor dropping very low from Li Ming. His Adrenaline Rush just pops now, restoring him to pretty much full health. Tyrael taking a lot of damage, but seems to be okay for now, unless obviously healing up because of our Caduceus reactor. So they're going to go for another engage here.
Thrall actually positioned aggressively top, Falstad coming in to deal with him.
Tyrael a little bit out of position here. Getting stunned by ATC, but he does have his sword up, so should be okay. He does take a lot of damage.
And they realize they have to back off. Level 10 is gonna hit pretty soon. 14 Binfused. Level 10 is also when we should see Infused come online. See how they will play this. For now, pretty passive Thrall though. Very risky position.
Not sure they have many stuns to use except for Reynor's knockback, but the
Don't
slows
forget,
from Falstad keep him behind there. The Sunder tries to go down, but
interrupted.
doesn't quite go off.
Morales grenade did get a buff, so she has proper CC now.
Meanwhile, Binfused going for boss.
I like this play. They realize they're ahead in levels. They're going top to gank Thrall, so it's safe to pick this up. They're going to be way too late to defend this. We do see level 10s being picked up for Infused. And of course we see the Medevac dropship. Such a classic pick. But this is so smart by Binfused. They have to defend against the boss now. They can't just go keep instantly with their level 10s. Great play coming out from both teams.
So they're trying to put all their damage onto the boss, trying to just nuke it down before it can do some serious damage. Well, Li Wing's laser goes out, trying to hit Reynor, but Bioshield just keeping him right at full health. Tyrael, on the other hand, taking a lot of damage, getting rooted, but Morales' W keeps him fine.
Meanwhile, boss and Siege Giants just whacking at the keep.
Oh, the silence arm Reynor, but his Adrenaline Rush still pops and keeps him alive. No, and Tyrael taking a lot of damage. No one gone down just yet, but the keep does fall to the boss and the Siege Giant. Looks like Binfused are just going to back off and Fell Infused are just going to mop up the camps here.
Binfused in a great position right now. If they get 16, they should be able to defend top lane. They can just pretty much take a temple they like, maybe take both. And I'm curious, when are we gonna see the first dropship gonna come out?
It will have to be soon, with only 2 keeps left and no more forts remaining.
Right now,
Yeah.
if they get wiped at the keep, they risk a lot of core damage. Bot keep is already down, we see them moving in for an aggressive flank.
Trying to go in. They see Liming teleports out, but Oriole on the other hand goes the opposite way. The Crystal Age is just saving it, and the grenade I think went off way too early, knocking it out of range.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the dropship. They're all just locking straight into there. Its current location is back
And
behind a top keep.
They're not even going for the gate, they want to keep.
Okay, they're going straight for it. Oriole coming along to assist. Sanct going down to keep them all alive. I'm not sure that was quite necessary. Oh, but it keeps us safe from the Sunder. Gus going down. Tyrael and Greymane are probably going down. ETC stunning 2 of them. Morales and Rain are definitely going down. And Falstad gasting out, but I'm thinking
So-
the turret shots are going to hit him as he goes
But
out.
he's joining Li Ming.
He's he's
Oh,
run straight to
my-
limit.
And the teleport.
That's a
So
full team wipe. That could be GG.
this is exactly what you expect. You expect to die at the keep, but you just want to do it again and then go for the core. Oh, there's the announcement. But how
Down
is
goes.
Binfused just, they can't react in time, they have to cross the entire map. Medevac is up again. Are we gonna see them group up again as soon as Falstad respawns? You get some cheese. Sanct still, 27 seconds cooldown. May not be the most opportune moment for it, they'll probably wait until all the rolls are up.
Well, I think it's a little bit too risky, especially since they're literally knocking on their door. And if they all medivac out, there's potential that Binfused could just go straight for core. Well, Sylvanas really overextended, but gets cleansed.
Ooh, Greymane goes down.
Greymane stuck on the other side of the tower.
Binfused is
Desperately.
showing. They don't like cheese. They want nothing to do with it. All
Trying
keeps
desperately to
going
keep
down.
up. But with
Catapults
this,
in every lane now. If they wipe, they can just...
Oh,
Yeah.
Tyrael just getting completely nuked. Yeah, he's exploding. ETC on the other hand taking a lot of damage.
Boss.
Got it. ETC having slight problems there.
You see, Binfused just showing they know how to respond to this. They get 10, but they get the boss. They can't fly in because it's too risky. They still lost the keep even though they defended. They didn't play the temple phase right, causing them to lose like, I think they got maybe a quarter, half of a temple of shots worth. So it's pretty bad value. All keeps down now. Lanes heavily pushed in. 2 deaths already. Greymane has respawned in the meantime, but ult is down. They have to wait for Tyrael. They can't fly in for the Sanct now. If they go in, then Binfused has a great time. And we are going to resume how is Binfused going to play this.
So they're going to try for core, but there's not many minions there, only 1 catapult.
This is risky. If they die here, they're just
Oh,
going to manage.
Leeming so much down on Falstad. Oh, and the Mosh going down, the Gust and the Grenade going both out to save him. Sunder goes down, but there's no follow-up for anything there.
Core taking heavy
the Core's
damage,
taking
4
so
catapults,
much damage.
more joining from top now.
Unless
This
they-
is GG.
this is certainly
Binfused
GG.
takes it, showing they don't like the cheese. Very well played. And that's how you counter it. Just give them something to deal with. Don't give them the choice to fly in. If they do, just wipe them. Maybe give them a little B-step. Very nice play. GG to both teams. And GG to Binfused, taking the series 2-1.